Welcome back to town. Today, chocolate crinkle cookies. Oh my goodness, I know. You've seen these everywhere. You've eaten them. We're gonna make them. We're gonna not only make them dairy-free because that's just the way I'm rolling today, but we're also going to adultify them a bit with added espresso, added dark chocolate. Part of my very fondest memories growing up is spending Shabbat with my aunt and uncle in Israel. And my aunt is a phenomenal baker, and never a Shabbat started without a cookie jar filled with cookies. And this chocolate crinkle cookie is one of my aunt's classics. So here we go. Slightly adultified. Does that even make sense? Chocolate crinkle cookies starting right now. Let's get on with making perfect, delicious, awesome, slightly grown up chocolate crinkle cookies. All right, what I have here is a medium bowl. Into it is going 1 cup flour, plain all-purpose flour, along with a half a cup cocoa powder and 1 teaspoon baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 teaspoon kosher salt. If you're using table salt, make that half a teaspoon. The Diamond Kosher salt is just not as salty, but I like it because it kind of like spreads its love more evenly. All right, so I'm just whisking all my dry ingredients together. You gotta love a recipe, a cookie recipe especially, that doesn't require a mixer. Into my bigger bowl is going my brown sugar. I believe that's 1.5 cups of soft brown sugar, very attainable here in the UK and in Israel, actually, soft brown sugar. If you're in America and your brown sugar is hard, don't worry about it. The eggs are gonna soften it right up. What I have here is 3 eggs going in there, along with 1 tablespoon of espresso powder. That is my espresso powder. I love drinking this stuff, so I'm definitely gonna love eating it in my cookie as well. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla right in there. So those are most of my wet ingredients. Let's give that also a good mix. And while I'm mixing that, what I have here is 4 tablespoons of Betterine. I'm not using butter. I want to keep this recipe dairy-free. And 4 ounces of dark chocolate. Just showing you how dark. That is a 70% cocoa Lindt chocolate. Told you, grown up chocolate crinkles. So I'm gonna put these in the microwave to melt together. I'm gonna mix my egg and sugar mixture, and then we're gonna bring this whole mix together. Do you not love a cookie that's like sophisticated, grown up, yet there's like childish novelty in the crinkle, and it comes together without a mixer? It does not get much better than this. All right, melt, mix, we're on it. So I've got my mixes. I've got my flour cocoa powder mix. I've got my egg sugar espresso mix with a bit of vanilla, and I've got my Betterine and chocolate melted. So I'm gonna add this, trying not to make too much of a mess, but it's unavoidable around here. I always do. Add my chocolate to my eggs. It's part of the joy of cooking for me, making a massive, massive mess. It just, I complete abandon in the kitchen. All right, so my chocolate has been added to my eggs. Let's give that a good mix, and then we'll add our dry ingredients into here as well. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's like a brownie mix, and then it turns into a cookie, but it's got all this awesome texture from the sugar on the outside. So that's my powdered mix going in. And as I said, a cookie that doesn't require a mixer, it's just the perfect pick-me-up. It really is. So let's give this guy a good mix, and then we'll start shaping, dropping, rolling our cookies. Lots of fun to be had. So our awesome chocolate crinkle batter is ready. It's gonna go into the fridge for an hour, and then we're gonna shape, we're gonna drop, we're gonna roll, we're gonna bake. Oh my goodness, slightly grown up chocolate crinkles, yes! Our chocolate crinkle cookie mix has been in the fridge for an hour. It's gotten malleable, which is what we're after. So I'm gonna make these rather petite, so about, I would say, an inch worth. Roll into a bowl, and then I've got 2 different types of sugar, and this is what's really going to help you get a crispy outside and a chewy inside. So first it's going to be rolled in granulated sugar, so a good roll there, and then into powdered sugar. So between the 2 sugars, you're going to get an amazing, like crackly, gorgeous, earthquake looking outside. There we go, onto my cookie sheet. And I'm just going to help it along by pressing it down slightly. That's going to help it spread just the way I want it to. So I'm going to keep on shaping the cookies using a tablespoon to just grab some dough, roll it into a spherical shape, kind of, into the granulated sugar, which is just plain old sugar in the States, and then into my icing sugar, which is confectioner's sugar. So in it goes onto my cookie sheet, and just press it down to help it spread the way we want it to. So lots of rolling, shaping going on, but chocolate, adultish crinkles coming up. So my first tray is ready to go into the oven. Don't those look awesome? So my oven's set at 160 degrees Celsius, which is 325 Fahrenheit. So a little bit cooler than you would anticipate, because we really want these to have a chance to spread. So about 10 to 12 minutes, you really do not want to over bake these. You want crisp on the edges, chewy in the center. So 160 Celsius, 325 Fahrenheit, 10 to 12 minutes. You're gonna see them puff up, and then we want them to sink in on themselves. And there they are, chocolate crinkle cookies, slightly adultish because we used really dark chocolate and espresso, but your kids may love them too. They're amazing, and happiness in the whole crackly, crinkly thing going on. So make it a good one. Make it a great week ahead. Start with chocolate crinkle cookies. Start as you mean to go on, and see y'all soon. Bye.